My fellow gym hunters, welcome to another episode of Vibing Time over here at Coinverse, guys. You know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button. Also, make sure you share this with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Then lastly, click that notification bell. That way you stay up to date to the latest videos. So guys, we've been talking about a lot of gyms over the last week. I want to go back and revisit some of those today, as well as maybe talk about what the new meta may be coming going forward in this next run that we're going to get into. I want to know what you guys think. I know it's been a lot of talk about AI-driven projects and things of that nature, and obviously memes as well, and NFT. So we want to go through and look at all the projects that we talked about over the last week and see how they've done. The first one I want to start with is we're going to actually, I got to share my screen here. We're just going to look at the entire market real quick. So give me 1 second. So the entire market right now is just looking a little bit better. We've seen where Bitcoin and things are, but we're looking at some of these projects here. And one of the ones I wanted to talk about today was Rose, right? And Rose, you know, had a partnership with Facebook in like sometime in 2022. And, you know, it just like most of the things in the market, you know, it went through its cycle, right? All of us seen the market kind of crash over the last couple of months, or even over the last year, to be honest. And you know, everything's still at some good lows. You know, like even right now, it pushed up as 2x off the lows. We're looking at where these things came from. You know, this could be back above, you know, 50 cents in the next cycle, right? But why do I bring up Roses? Because it's one of those AI. They're working on AI-driven technology and how to analyze data, you know, and they're supposed to be the trusted source that Facebook is going to use to, you know, analyze the data on Instagram, right? So it's one of the projects that I'm keeping my eye on right now, guys. It's having a hot day. We can see a lot of things over here are having hot days as well. But one of the other things I want to go back and do today, I want to look at the kit called Beast, right? We talked about a kit called Beast a few shows back, and you know, it was anytime I tell you it was some FUD, you got to buy the FUD. We know that they had a really bad mint initially, just because of things that happened when they were trying to do their mint. They had to stop the mint, and then they went back and you know, got a lot of people back on board and were able to continue to mint out. And then, you know, I seen them over the weekend, you know, bullish in the chat. People are always joining. I see it all over Twitter. And we can see they're putting up some crazy volume today. So 531 ETH. They moved the floor price up from, I think, 0.4 to 0.8 in less than, you know, less than probably 2 days. So a big shout out to Kid Called Beast community as well as the team over there with Raspy and them. The other one that I wanted to go back and look at today, we looked at, we talked about King Finance, right? And Travel Ads project, right? And they launched on Sunday around 4 cents. And it is immediately, you know, went 3x or actually it went 5x immediately. And then you will see that it's pulling down here. And I like the way this looks, you know, it's like you got people buying it up anytime it's getting near that 13 cent. And what tends to happen with some of these charts like this and these meme projects, or this isn't a meme project anymore, but on some of the BSC projects, you'll see it come down and grab this liquidity down here, and then it will just take right back off. And then once it gets above this neckline here, then, you know, can go into price discovery real quick. I think the team had some bullish calls coming up this week that they were really excited about. And so I think, you know, with that, we'll be looking forward to some of the announcements from King Finance on Twitter, and we'll see what they talk about there. You know, I want to see who's going to be on these calls. I got a good feeling I may know like one or two of the people, right? But I like this suspense. I love to see what Travel Ads working over there. Him and Benson and Krakova as well. But I think it's going to be definitely some exciting times here, guys, as the market looks like it wants to continue to recover. I expect some of these smaller market cap plays to really go insane. Like I think, you know, it's no telling where these things could go, right? But when you have smaller market caps, I even think, you know, this was still around 12 million. Yeah, so $11 million market cap. I mean, you know, if it makes it to 100, that's a 10x, right? So, and it's not unheard of, especially with the utilities and things of that nature that they're talking about coming out with. What was some of the other projects we talked about last week? One of the ones I wish we would have talked about was checks. I did get the call on this one very early when they were about $7. And we see there at 2.5, but you know, like I just didn't take advantage. I trusted Jack, but I just didn't. At the time I was just kind of caught up in some other plays and I just didn't jump into that one. One of the other ones was I have Dookie Dash as well. I have still been playing Dookie Dash. I don't have much time as I want to play it. It's only about 2 more days that the sewer is going to be open before it's released to the public. So for all the people who think, or who all the people who are saying that, man, Yuga Lab is charging people $4,000 to play a game. I think you guys didn't understand what this is all about. But this path is about 7 days away from the next thing, right? So we know that after these scores are collected, I think on the 9th, this is going to really, if you haven't played on one of your passes, you have to do that in the next like 24 hours. Get some points on it. So any of them that don't have points, they will just go away. They will not go into the next phase of the summoning. But yeah, when next summoning happens, I think the summoning collection will release around the 14th or the 15th. So guys, be on the lookout for that. I think you guys know Yuga is looking to really jumpstart this market or push this bull, right? So I'm looking forward to the next step to see what these things are going to become. Obviously, I didn't get the highest score, but for me, I think when it comes to the NFTs, I don't even mind having like not the rarest one, right? Like, because I mean, if you have a few or anything like that, it can just be fun, right? So I just want to see what comes about and see how this is going to go. But I am going to play. I'm going to get back in the sewers after I jump off of here today. Try to get my score up. I like to try to get at that 100,000 mark with the tier 1 pass to see how these things are going to do. But we talked about this project when it was at 1 point. I think it was like 1.23 or 1.32 or something like that. But almost 2x on most of the things that we looked at over the last couple of weeks. So that makes me bullish on the projects that we've been talking about. So hopefully you guys have been really checking out the content and at least doing some homework on some of these developers and some of the teams, because a lot of them are still good friends, and you can see them working together, and if you can't, you should know that they probably are, right? Because I mean, some of them love to work together in the background. So other than that, guys, we can let's just check on our youths. I haven't checked on our youths in a while. Is Magic even gonna play fair before we jump off today? So I think the funny thing we talked about was with Solana NFTs was that we got a lot of pullback on Solana NFTs when Solana started raising up, right? And I think Y00ts was one of the first collections that had a quick pullback. But it's kind of funny to see like all the other projects starting to come back, and Yuga's, and Y00ts are about to be right back at the top of the game. Obviously, DeGods is always king of the castle, but it's good to see Y00ts moving again. We talked about these so long ago, but it's nice that that Magic Eden has the points on here. If you guys are not into use, I think you guys should definitely do some homework on them. But these points are going to be used for something that Franks is going to come out with. So I think the more points you have, the better you earn these points by staking, and you earn them every minute. So if you can find something right now with the 100K or 99K, I think these are probably going to be the ones that's the most sought after, is the ones with the points. And nobody knows what the points are going to do, but I think it's going to be something cool, right? I got faith in Frank, and I just want to tell you guys, definitely make sure you keep doing your homework on these projects, guys. We're going to be here again tomorrow talking about some other gems, and we're trying to dig and find some more of these AI gems, right? We'll look at a little bit more of those as well. So guys, that's all the time I got for today. Appreciate you guys' time. Make sure you like the video before you head out, and until next time, guys, it's 5 and out.